Anything longer than a 15-minute walk makes you question your entire purpose.
I heard early because I'm like, why are you just gonna take longer than
That's such a lot. That's such a lot.
it's like rush.
Well, maybe if you were just impervious to nature. Yeah. No, I've been to like a little gobbler, and that was just my friend. I was like just listening to my apartment. When I say I've been gobbling, I've been straight gobbling. It's not crazy.
Do I look darker?
Yeah, very much.
I hit extreme levels of imposition.
Well, at least next week or Friday.
What's Friday? Oh yeah.
At least there's that.
Yeah, so we got I just start taking more on and just practice
I'm gonna see if I can connect to the Bluetooth. Because
you literally can go to PC. It's right on the corner. I found a place that took mine.
the aux cable is like so long.
Because I'm kind of getting slammed since I was working on it.
I'll consider it after like next week. What's
Yeah, I know that it's connected and it's playing now, but that's the only app I like.
Care network.
Oh yeah, the wire itself. Yeah, I remember even with like session, I had to like kind of like. Well, that's as long as I guess like if I don't touch it, it's good.
I don't want my data to be shared. You know what? I don't care about
All right. Dope. Thank you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. All right. So as I'm still setting up, I do want to ask just a couple questions, just so that I can get a feel of intentions and skill level. Just by show of hands, if this is like your first time doing anything house related, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. And for everybody else, would you guys say that you're at least 6 months in when it comes to you being comfortable with house? No? No, no, yes? Hello, hello, welcome. I know, it's been a while. Okay, last question. Do you guys feel like when it comes to like your intention of taking this class, is it more about curiosity? Is it more about competitive battling? And or is it more about immersing yourself within like actual house culture? Because the way that I teach is very intentional based on who's present in class. So I like to just get a feel of like why you're here. And I know that a lot of students normally aren't asked this, but I feel like I'm a little different. And I want to make sure that we're all on the same page in regards to, again, why you guys are here. So I don't know if you guys feel comfortable answering that. You don't have to, but it helps me moving forward, especially because this is not my normal time slot. I'm subbing for Sabrina. She normally teaches here. I also teach house, but I don't teach house here. But that's just one thing that I really wanted to start with. If anybody feels comfortable just throwing that out there, because depending on how everybody feels collectively will depend on how I teach. And if nobody's kind of coming to, one collective, then I have a general approach, which is something that I like to go to. But again, if everybody is here, like, okay, like there's this house battle coming up, for example, Modega hosts an event called Battle 101 every month. And this month's theme is house music. So I don't know if everybody wants to get familiar with dancing to the music and or learning the foundation when it comes to that dance, etc. But if I know that everybody's just kind of like, well, no, I don't really do house. I'm curious about it, and I kind of just want to get my feet wet, then I'll take a different approach. That's the reason why I'm asking. And I don't mean to put everybody on the spot or to add pressure to talking out loud, but that is very helpful for me whenever I do so. So anybody feels comfortable answering?
For 3.
Yes.
I'm here for you.
Oh.
I'm here teaching. And I'm interested in musicality.
Musicality.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So culture, musicality.
Okay.
And you.
Anybody else that feels comfortable communicating? Hey.
I'm interested in like foundations in general.
Foundation in general, okay, that's helpful. Anybody else? And if not, it's okay. If you don't want to answer, I'm just presenting.
You already know for me.
So very new to house, and this is more about you being curious, or?
Curious and like interested in both.
Okay. And yeah.
I just like the music.
That's fair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of piggyback off of what she said, just to give you guys a little background of who I am. Like, my name is Static. My real name is Brandon. I've been dancing house for the past 15 years. I think that the way that I started was very, it was very similar to the people that I consider like my OGs. These are people that are in Mopsop. These are people that have been there since the very beginning. I think that with me also being born and raised here in New York, definitely played a big role on me getting into house dance culture in general. I did not learn in the studio. I learned from going out to actual house clubs and immersing myself, you know, with the people that were there from the beginning. So I feel really privileged and really honored to be able to say that. I do have a different approach to how I teach. I'm not 100% focused on making you look like me, because I know a lot of teachers are very possessive of their students and like, you gotta do this like this and you need to look like this. This is more about you expressing yourself at the end of the day, me trying to get you comfortable connecting with the music. I'm also a really big advocate of you guys knowing how to freestyle. So this is not one of those choreography classes. I'm gonna say that again, this is not one of those choreography classes. I might have you do some choreo here and there just so that you can understand connecting the movement together, but again, like I just really feel like I want to like pay homage to like the root and the heart of this dance, and I'm hoping you guys can all appreciate that as well. All right. So for starters, let's do a warm up. You are going to follow my lead. I am just going to ask for you just to try your best just to keep up. So even if you're tired, even if you're winded, even if you're not sure how you think you're supposed to look, I want you to throw all that out the window and really focus on how you feel, because I think that is the most important thing. I know that we have mirrors here, but even if it helps for you to close your eyes, that's fine, because I don't know how judgmental everybody here is amongst yourself, because I feel like dancers are super hypercritical of each other and unfortunately like ourselves. So again, focus on how you feel versus how you look, and just try your best just to keep up with me. That is it, all right? All right. So for starters, I just want to see everybody groove a little bit. Get loose, get loose. can you 7 stand against this wall right here for me? And everybody else, can you guys stand up and can you form a line going this way but facing in this direction, please? So we are going to partner up, right? And before I have anybody do anything, I just want to talk about what you're about to do. So the idea of stalking is pretty much just like what it sounds. You're following somebody, right? Within house, I want to say that one of the more intimate ways to connect with somebody without even having to open up your mouth is from doing what you're about to do right now. So over the years of me getting into this dance, getting into this culture, this is a way for you to positively greet another dancer using nonverbal communication. And for you to kind of assess what type of dancer the next person is without having to necessarily like battle them or like look at them in a cipher. This is a more communal way of being able to kind of just say hello, you know, on the dance floor. So ideally, you're going to start by having one person lead and one person follow. And typically it's done in a range of 8 counts. So if I were to have somebody on the side, who wants to shake with me real quick? Anybody? You go? Okay. So ideally, like let's say, again, like we're at a party, I don't know her, she doesn't know me, music is on, I'm over here, I'm doing my thing, and she catches my attention, I'm like, oh, okay. I might end up facing in front of her, now we're just dancing together, and at one point, I might go away, just right here, and if she follows, that's kind of like the signal that, okay, we're about to go into this. So again, if you guys ever go to the house club, you will see this all the time, where it's just a really safe way to kind of like assess, like, hey, can I dance with you? Without even having to go like, hey, like my name is like, it's none of that. It's just, you lock eyes, you kind of read the room, or you read the space to see if this person is consenting or not. Because ideally, if she didn't want to dance with me, she could clearly just be like, I'm good, keep it smiling and face this way, right? But typically, I feel like most people within the scene, you know, if you're giving up good energy and if you're feeling social, you'll kind of like bite the bait and you're like, okay, I can dance with you. So, and I can come a little bit closer. So, assuming that she followed me, right, and we're going to do this, we're going to use 8 counts. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go all the way to this left wall. So just be conscious of making sure you're doing the wall. So when she starts leading, right, and the person that's leading is typically a person that is dancing in the opposite direction of the person that's in front of you. So with her going back, I'm following her lead now. So I am going to either do I'm going to mimic what she's doing, right? So if you are like taking house for the very first time and you're dancing with one of these dancers that I believe everybody here somewhat has a familiarity of the dance, I'm assuming, I'm looking at everybody, okay, cool. You're going to not necessarily try to copy them, like tick the tap, but you're going to be able to like replicate the energy that they're all putting to you. So Anna, so I want you just to go backwards and I'm just going to try to just read you in 5, 6, 7, go. And 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 5, 6, 7, go. Stop. Yeah, it's okay. So I think the main concern that I think that a lot of you might have is A, I ran out of moves. But however, this is not about the moves. And I think a lot of us feel super self-conscious where we're like, okay, I know loose legs, I know shuffle step, I know how to array variations, I know, how to kick outs, and then after you run out of like your arsenal of like moves that you learned here in class, a lot of dancers are kind of like, fuck, like what do I do next? I think the beauty of this dance is that because I want you guys to understand that, one, this is a safe space, two, this is how it typically happens if you are within this club setting, getting into this type of music, right? So, can you 7 move closer, and this 7 move closer, all right? And this space is perfect. So we're gonna start with everybody to my right. You guys are gonna start by leading. And again, if you're not familiar with what to do, I can give you a little small sample size of movement that you can kind of just piggyback off of. So assuming that you're going backwards, so I'm going to be facing this way and do it in this direction. One of the steps that I did earlier with Anna is a really slow variation of something called the farmer. If I do it in real time, it will look like this. However, if I was to do it, if somebody's following and I want to take it a little bit slower, I would go 5, 6, 7, and keep in mind that as I'm lifting both of my feet up, I'm also adding a bounce, a sway, or what we call a jack. So that pretty much means that I'm going to be bringing one foot up. As I'm bringing the left foot up in this direction, all the weight is coming down on my right side. And when that happens, I'm bringing pretty much my core, my abs in here, and then I'm pretty much poking my chest out. Almost simultaneously when I'm able to bring this up and bring this down all at once. So as I'm bringing this up, this comes in, right? And then I'm going here. So it feels like you're doing like a slight body roll, if that makes any sense. So if I come up here and then I come down, it feels, or if I do it this way so that you guys can see me in the mirror, it literally feels like I'm going like that, right? But when you're adding a technical step on top of this movement, it might look a little bit more rigid, but I don't want you to get too caught up right now with exactly how it looks. But again, if it feels good, you're more than likely going to look good, all right? And if you still feel like that you don't look good, please be patient with yourself, okay? Because I want you to focus on the feeling. But that's just one example of a step that you can do. Again, you can do a slow farmer just right here. Another step that you can do are kick outs. So from here, I'm going to take my left foot. I'm going to step and jump and kick just right there. And I'm So that way everybody's switching partners. This time, to make things a little bit more interesting and just to give you guys a little bit more guidance without me physically being in the middle with you, I'm going to give you guys a step now. And I want to see who's able to incorporate this step while you're stopping. And then for each person that you're dancing with, you're going to have a new step. So you're going to be responsible for trying your best to see. Yeah. So, and again, I'm going to keep these steps super chill, minimal, and you're going to try your best to do these steps at some point. So you don't have to do it continuously, or you can if you really want to drill it. But I'm going to be teaching at everybody just to see, trying your best to do it while you're leading at some point and or while you're following. Okay? And after everybody switches and dances with every person once. Oh, excuse me, though. The thing that I wanted to say prior to that, if I feel like the class as a collective is having a difficulty with the step, I'll have you guys go back to your spots. We'll drill the step together as a class, and then we'll get back to the formation. So again, I don't want you guys to hesitate and feel like, hey, like, I'm not getting it. Or even if you're just one person and you're like, I need help, just, again, please do not hesitate. Do not feel bad that you're slowing down the class. I will break it down and go over it further. So please, do not be afraid to speak up. Alright? So, the very first step that we are going to do is we're going to start by taking our left leg, and I already demonstrated this with you. We're going to take our left leg up and we're going to bring it down on our left heel. And this is going to be a slide going backwards. So this is for the people that are technically, I forgot what the order is, but if you are the leader, you're going to start with this step. Alright? So we're going to take our left foot and we're going to put it just right here, and we're going to slide it backwards. And that's going to also be accompanied by a small hop back. Because if I do it without the hop, without the jump, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to kind of get stuck. So when I add a small hop back, while also making sure that my left ankle is facing down, and I'm pretty much sliding on the left side of my shoe, right here. Now it will look like this. Okay? So then I'm going to do the same thing the opposite side. I'm going to switch my feet, bring this down, and then hop back in 3, 2, 1, just like that. And I'm going to bring this down, switch, 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 switch. So if I come all the way up here, and if I do it really quickly in real time, which you don't have to do, but you may do it if you choose, it will look like 5, 6, 7, and However, if you do decide to go at a slower rhythm, it's going to feel more like this, where you're like here, 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 and you see, I'm happy you pointed that out, thank you. Because I didn't localize that earlier, but if you decide to go at a slower rhythm, your hips, your chest will be facing from one wall to the next, to the next, to the next. If you decide to go at that faster rhythm, your core, your want to make sure that you feel that foot touching the ground, and that's going to come handy later, and I'm going to demonstrate soon. So from here, this is going to be our first step. From here, after we do that first jump, we're going to take this right leg, and then we're going to shoot it back, and at the same time, this left leg that's back here is going to kick forward, just like that. From here, we switch our feet, and now we do the same thing on the opposite side. Boom. Just right here. So we're going to come back, switch, forward, kick, switch, forward. Try it again. Kick, switch, forward. Make sure everybody's in position. Watching. Kick, switch, forward. 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 Kick, switch. 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 All right. So, does anybody need a slow breakdown? Talk to me. Yes. Again. So I'm here. You can probably want me to go slower from the speed. Okay, so I'll start slowly, gradually speed it up, and then, yeah, okay, so again, and cut my breath, hold on. It's okay, it's okay. Alright, so we're going to jump forward with our right foot in 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright, so from here, left foot kicks, right foot comes back, switch your feet, and hop again, switch, switch, forward, kick, 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 switch, forward, and faster. Now, kick, switch, forward, kick, switch, forward, kick, switch, forward. You're going. Now we're going to go faster. And 5, 6, 7, go. And 5, 6, 7, 10. All right. Show of hands. If you're having difficulty with that faster speed, raise your hand. Keep high. Keep high. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys advice for those of you that are raising your hand. And I mean, technically this is advice for everybody too, because this same piece of information you can apply to any of your footwork while you're standing. When you guys are dancing, and if you know that you want to pick up the speed of your footwork, my ultimate recommendation is for you to lower your stance. And what I mean by that is that if I'm up here, right, and I'm doing this step, but I want to go faster, and I'm here, the second I get lower, I start to feel a lot more resistance in my thighs. However, in exchange of me feeling this added pressure, I am able to physically move faster. It's kind of like if you're doing an actual sprint. I don't know how many of you in here like run professionally or used to do track. But you know, like the lower you bring your stance down to the ground, the faster you're able to move. So you want to use that same logic of dance as well. A lot of people, you know, they will ask me like, how do you do footwork so fast? I just lower my stance. You know, however, the trade-off is that my fucking thighs are on fire. They're burning. It does not feel good. I'm used to it, but it does not feel good. So if you're willing to do that trade-off, and again, this could be applied to, again, like I also teach breaking, and I like tell like my breaking students this. If you do any type of, and I'm just thinking of all the different styles that utilize like fast speed, lower your stance and just try it. So even in this shuffle position, so I know that we started here, and we're kind of up here, but if you want to go faster, if you're having difficulty keeping up here, lower your stance here. And it makes me a lot lighter on my feet, to the point where I can do stuff like that, right? Or stuff like that, just to lower my stance. But again, the trade-off is that I fucking feel it here. So if you're not used to that, that's something that will take time, yeah? But, you know, just some pointers for now. It's something that you can work on your own free time. So that is the trade-off. Yes? Yes, I got you. I got you. I will start going backwards, and then I'll go in the opposite direction. You guys can follow me, or you guys can use this opportunity to rest and catch your breath. So I'll start here. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and assuming that you might be asking this question, how do I travel backwards? When I'm transitioning from here to here, this is the segment where I'm traveling backwards. So the initial step where I'm jumping, I can't travel backwards because I'm technically going forward, right? But from here, 1, 2, now I'm back. Using that 1, 2 step. 1, 2, going over. And again, the second I hop back, I'm going to exaggerate that step as I'm traveling out. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Forward is a lot easier, in my opinion. But again, the same logic applies. During that 1, 2 step, you're going forward. But at the same time, you can also add emphasis on that first step. Since you are traveling forward, which would look like here, 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 here. Yeah, going forward is a lot easier. And backwards is a little more tricky. Okay? If you guys want to drill that collectively, that is fine. If everybody feels comfortable going straight into stalking, then we can also do that, but by a show of hands. If you guys just want to drill it together as a class, going forward, and then back, then forward, then back, and then go into stalking with the partner, please raise your hand. Okay, so do that. Okay, for everybody else, sorry, it's a majority. All right, so find your positioning, especially for the people that are like in the back. I do trust your ability to be able to, be mindful that you don't crash, into the wall. So when you get to a certain point, just try to, just hold your ground, and then when I say switch, then you're gonna go forward. Same thing for the people that are in the front. Just be mindful. All right. Or I have a better idea, just because I am concerned about space. My 7 that were over here. Can I have you guys go first? Yeah, I think that makes more sense because, yeah. And then my other 7, you guys can grab water or just watch for now. But my first 7, let's start. Start against this back wall first, and then you're gonna go forward. Then you're gonna go back, forward, and then back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 2 times each. Okay, I'll raise the music. But you can also choose like the speed that you want to go. If you want to go fast at that rhythm right there, that's fine. If you want to go slower, that's fine. But everybody is traveling forward, okay? Find your rhythm, find your groove right now before I give you the count. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I see a couple of us getting a little frantic about speed. We don't have to go fast. We can go slow. If I were to go slow, again, I'm here. Just right here. Just like that. All right? Or if you want to go faster, then you're here. Right? If you want to go slow, and fast, boom. Same thing from going backwards. You can also keep that slower rhythm. You don't have to rush through it. I know that the BPM is really, it makes you want to go fast, but you don't have to, and I don't want you guys to force that. So please take your time. Only go fast if you know that you got it. If not, go slow. Can we do the same exercise again? Can I get the first 7 to go one more time, please? Woo. You guys need me to lead, I can lead. I just thought I'd have you guys do it alone, but if you guys feel like you need guidance, I'm here. Just raise your hand. Okay, so I'm gonna come right in the middle, right? Yes, okay. Say less. Got you. And I'm going to be going slow. So if you need guidance in regards to like where you should be, you can use me. Otherwise, if you're gonna go faster, do your own thing, which is fine. Make a quick announcement, just while you guys are still sipping and stuff. On today is Sunday. Oh, so this Saturday, I'm actually throwing an event. It's my second time throwing my own personal event. It's called Ally Get Down. Originally, the purpose of this was to celebrate Black History Month, but that just ended, and we are now in Women's History Month. So the shift is focused. And instead of me doing Black History, I really wanted to try to get as many of the women that I know within the scene, whether you're my student, my crewmates, or just women in general, just to pull up, because I think that there's not enough spotlight when it comes to the ladies, especially within the competitive space. From what I've seen in the last 16 years that I've been doing this. But just to give you just a little bit of details, I don't want to take too much time from class. But this is going to be on March 8th, which is International Women's Day. This is going to be at another studio called X-Space that's located in Long Island. I know it is very far for many of you, but it's something that's really important to me since that's where I'm from and that's where I live. And I really just wanted to bring people that are from out here, to come and experience what it means to have a taste of, just diversity, because I think that there is a lack of culture where I live. And it's crazy because like Long Island used to have a house scene. It used to be up and coming from what I was told from my uncle, my mother. The DJ that I have, his name is Chenzo. He's spun here at Battle 101 a couple times, in addition to my friend Jungle's event, which is called Dice. He's also spun there. But he's a Long Island native, and there used to be a lot of culture there, which is what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying to do a good job of bringing it back. And I think it's a little sad that we're literally neighbors of New York City, but there's not a lot of people doing anything out there. And we're literally technically we're all Long Island, and I keep telling people this that are unfamiliar, that are not from here, like we're on the physical landmass of Long Island, but the region that I'm referring to is Nassau County, which is east of Brooklyn and Queens. So I don't know how many of you have actually been over there, but it's literally the second after you leave the city, that's where I live. In regards to the format, it's going to be a 1v1 kids battle, 15 and under. So if any of you have students or youth or young ones, that's an opportunity for them. It's going to be a 2v2 open styles. So technically anybody here can join that. And most importantly, I'm having a women's only Sevens of Smoke battle, which is basically like King or Queen of the Hill, where you have a line of 6 people, and then you have, in this case, the queen, who would stand like here, and then everybody else would line up here, and then you would have the first 2 people battle one another. The winner of that round gets a point, and the first that gets 7 points is the winner. Prior to that, I will be having an open prelim for all of the ladies to see who does the best, and the winner of that is getting 300. The winner of the 2v2 gets 400, and the winner of the kids battle is getting 200. $20 to enter, and it's going to be from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you guys want any further details or information, or if you want to help me share the flyer, I put it on my Instagram. And for those of you who don't have me on IG already, I'm B-Boy Static on there. Also, I record my classes, FYI, so if anybody wants to see your footage, this is something that I highly recommend as a dancer that you get into the habit of doing. I know a lot of you feel super cringy when you watch yourself dance, but it's something that really helped me tremendously over the years of going back and watching how I teach, going back watching how I battle, going back watch how I perform and how I session. So I would really recommend for you guys to take advantage of it, just so that you can kind of just play this back if you just want to reiterate some of the steps, some of the ideas that I've been talking about here in class. And I think that's it for now. All right. And I wanted to make this announcement because I know that I think Yuriana is teaching next, and I don't want to hold her up, so I just really wanted to get this off my chest. Any questions, comments, concerns before we go back into talking? All right. Well, thank you for listening. Hopefully, I'll see you guys on Saturday. And if not, thank you for listening. Anyway, so can we form the lines again, please? I need 7 over here, 7 here. But this time, you are going to be implementing the shuffle step, all right? And I also need you to switch, so you're going to be dancing with somebody new. And yeah. So, all right, same exact concept. This time, everybody that's over here to my right, you guys are gonna start by going away, and then you guys are following, okay? Okay, cool. Let's get it. So again, in the beginning, feel the music. We have exactly 9 minutes left of class, so we're probably gonna do this for a couple minutes, and I'll have time to go over like one more step, and then we'll end class with that last step, all right? Oh, one last thing. If anybody is also interested in continuing learning from me, I do teach breaking here regularly. Sadly, I don't have a house spot, but I do teach breaking here every Monday. And I know that this is really big misconception that breaking is super scary and you're worried about hurting yourself and things like that. But I know that some of you have taken my class and you can be an advocate for me. So just in case you've ever been curious, every Monday I'm here at 8 p.m. And then I also host an open session here every Monday at 9:30 till 11:30. It is breaking centered, meaning a lot of the B-girls and B-boys do pull through, but I play hip-hop, breaks, funk, and house during that session. And you don't have to break to come to that, FYI, even though you're gonna see a lot of like breakers. So I just wanted to throw that out there, all right? Anyways, let's carry on. So then, let's get it. I'm actually gonna switch it up. We have exactly 5 minutes left. So, this is going to be a little different from what I initially wanted to do, but it's still gonna work fine. Now I want us to try our best to add everything together. Okay? Yeah. We're gonna add literally everything that we went over today together, in addition to anything that you might have already known prior to coming into this class. This time, we're actually going to dance in place though. So we're not going to be traveling, but you're going to be dancing in your line. So at one point, everybody in this line, you're going to be trying your best. And I'm saying trying your best because I don't want to force this. The last thing I want to do is force something. So I want you to try your best to make eye contact with every single person, as I'm doing right now. Make eye contact with them. And at some point, you're just gonna lock with them. Even if it's just for like 2 seconds, you're gonna lock in while you're moving, while you're dancing with them. If you wanna go back down looking at the floor, that is fine, but just give me 2 seconds to the best of your ability to just connect. That's going to be something that I just want you to just be mindful of. Because again, I don't want to tell you what to do. You know, because like you guys are like not like my kid students. I'm not telling you what to do. It's something that I'm asking, and it's up to you whether or not you want to make that connection or not. But I think that it's really important that we make eye contact, and it's something that I have difficulty doing. So even as a teacher, me looking at all of you guys now, sometimes I get underneath my own skin. You know, I'm like, oh my God, this is my anxiety, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's something that I really want you guys to try to do slightly, okay? So again, you're just fusing everything together that you remember. Dancing and having fun, all right? So you're going to be dancing for 8 counts and place this time. And then when I say 5, 6, 7, switch, same exact thing, all right? And then after that, I'm gonna say 5, 6, 7 together, and you guys are gonna dance together at the same time without moving. And then you're going to hold that until class is over. All right? Yes.
So they're dancing and we're not.
And this first 8 counts.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you switch, and then you dance together continuously until because we have like 4 or 3 minutes left now. All right?
So we're not stopping.
No, well, technically no. Even though like we're still in the stalking position, but right now we're just ending class and you just dancing together. And I wanted you to do this just because I know that traveling alone does take energy, and I wanted you to just really just to tap in with some of the steps that you want over without worrying about the traveling. So I want you to use this as a time to be like, okay, you know, we went over this step, we went over this step, we went over this step, and I have 8 counts to just showcase that. You guys are then going to do the same, and then you guys are just going to finish out together. All right? Cool. All right, let's get it. So I think this side is going to go first. To my left? Yeah. Yeah, we have exactly 2 minutes left. All right? Amazing job, everybody. Amazing job. Slow. I know. I know.
3,
I know.
2.
I know.